Good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and we are the Silver Security team. This team is made up of Lauren Savila, Jasmine Anguiano, Justin Quinn, and Matthew Crick, and myself. Okay, as for our executive summary, what is our summary of the plan, our financial need, our experience, and our target customers? So our Silver Security system is a security system which has IoT integrated in it. IoT being Internet of Things. IoT includes utilizing sensors and detecting different motions in our environment and quality of our home, which provides valuable information to our client as to their safety and or security. So our financial need at the moment is that we are asking for $500,000 in funds in order to expand our business as well as create more production. Our experience is that we both have technical skills as well as financial skills to conduct this project, as well as knowing our customer and knowing their needs and knowing how to meet them with this technology. So who are we as a business? Well, to get to know us, our proposed location at the moment is Corpus Christi, Texas, and our business name, as stated before, is Silver Security. The principal owners, again, are myself, Lawrence, Jasmine, Justin, and Matthew. And the products and services that we offer are, again, a security system which integrates these sensors into a home, as well as providing a user interface which allows the homeowner to have full access and control of their home in order for them to feel safer and have a peace of mind. Our major strengths of this system is that unlike a lot of other security systems which are out there, the system is very customizable as well as easy to install and affordable. Our objective at the moment is to create a basic system with our sensors and to have a system which caters specifically towards our target demographic, which again is the elderly and those with mobile disability. Again, the main focus of our project is for it to be accessible and easy to use and user-friendly. As for our operations plan.
So what is our operations plan? Well, it really depends on where we're looking at the point in the company. So right now, as a small-time startup, we're looking to go nationwide and possibly even international. So far, our facility requirements might be small starting at first, but it plans to go into a larger facility, which will include into injection molding for our plastics, in-house making of our sensors. But as of right now, we'll be using a supplier for the sensors. And in terms of our printing, it'll be 3D printing right now. And those will be our primary and secondary suppliers. And for when we move to nationwide, we will need labor needs for line workers, business offices such as accounts payable, accounts receivable. So as the company progresses, we'll start needing more and more labor as well. Now, for our management plan, even though we've been open for a brief time as Silver Security, we do pride ourselves on the split of work between our 5 original founders, myself, Amanda, Justin, Lawrence, and Jasmine. So our history, as I said, is a really small startup. We wanted to make a nice security system accessible to all. We plan on keeping that pride in our work and accessibility going. And so our duties right now as the 5 founders of this company is for myself, I'm more the mechanical research and development. Jasmine's more of the financial, like a CFO role or the chief financial officer. Lawrence as a lead electrical research and development. Amanda's working as design and implementation for safety of the electrical. And Justin is in charge of our project management and planning for it.
As for our market analysis, the market that we're going to be working is personal security, and that industry is a staple in human life. However, this market is a very long-lasting industry. It is very competitive. These days, there are many different paths to systems and to ensure the customer's home and their safety. However, the Silver Security system is a fully integrated system with IoT, integrating many sensors all into one central platform. This allows the customer to have a user-friendly security system that won't require extensive knowledge of devices to function properly.
Our efforts and our terms include
So for our financial analysis, we're starting up with the startup costs, going into the income statements, the balance sheets, and the cash flow statements, and the capital expenditure budget. For our startup costs, the team is providing a respective financial outlook for the startup costs. So by this, we are incurred during the process of creating this new business, and we are calculating the startup costs with 364.44, and with the 20% contingency added, it is 437.33. And so as far as our income statement, it presents the expenses and resulting profits of the business. It starts off with the initial startup cost, which was a value of 437.33. And then due to limitations, our given budget was $3,000.
So moving into our projections, as if we were a nationwide company, we'd be looking at our assets. Currently right now, these are kind of just spitballed numbers of what we would assume would be going on. We'd have cash, accounts receivable, inventory, and prepaid expenses for our total current assets, long-term investments such as any type of companies that we would invest into in terms of deals for possibly either shipping, production, or manufacturing. Now, in terms, we also have property warehouse and equipment. So those are our fixed assets. And for our other assets, we also have our deferred income taxes, and we have the other fund. But so far, this is what the company will be focusing on in terms of revenue into the company right now, if we were to project. So moving on to the liabilities and owner equity, this is something, again, this is just more of a projection, but we would be going into our current liabilities that the company would be in debt for or need to pay. So that would be our accounts payable, our short-term loans, income taxes payable, and accrued salaries and wages. So again, we see 25 million, 35 million. These are something that's just a number that, depending on the profit and the revenue of the company bringing in, these are something that scale up and down depending on how many workers we need, how large our equipment and warehouses would need to be. So it's more of a take and give kind of situation. Now, in terms of long-term liabilities, long-term debt in case we bought properties or purchased or rented equipment, deferred income tax, and then for our owner's equity, we have our owner's investment, which in terms of if we were to start a nationwide company, this is an estimate that we think all of us would put in, probably about $2 million a piece, and then our retained earnings from the entire year, which would make up our total owner's equity.
And finally, for our capital equipment, we are using a fixed capital equipment, FCE. This is the product being permanently attached to the building of the home. So the FCE has a useful life of more than 5 years at a acquisition cost of $50 for the installation. And then next we have is the stationary capital equipment, which is SCE. So the casing in the front would be a movable capital equipment because of the application of the battery and needing to be recharged. This also includes the 3D printer and sensors for a home installation.
For the sales strategy, our business plans to generate revenue through 3 different branches. Our first is going to be the profit of the sales of the system. Our second is going to be installation and maintenance. And our third being just a yearly subscription to our main base with the IoT and the cloud services. So for our first branch, we're going to charge just a $500 main pay for the 4 units, the tool, and the integration of the app. For the second avenue, we're going to go and look for a $75 total installation fee. $50 is going to go to the mounting and testing. $25 is going to be for your account and the cloud startup. And then third, we're going to go into our subscription-based fee, which is going to be a $60 a year, which can be going into 2 different fees. It can be charged as $5 a month or $60 one-time flat fee, and that's going to cover all IoT cloud services that are needed for the security system. And then for our local and economic impact, as a smaller startup, the company is not expecting to bring thousands of jobs to the Coastal Bend. Looking into the production of our product, we're going to definitely look into invest in a regional production facility. And as the product becomes more valuable to the consumer, it will definitely increase in factory jobs and local distribution jobs. We're not planning on bringing in millions of jobs, but it'll also bring in design jobs for local CAD designers, and then small factory jobs that are going to be included.
So we here at the Silver Security team would like to thank you for your time, and we hope to have you along for the journey from a small startup that had a 3D printer, an IoT board, and a dream to possibly a regional and nationwide or even a worldwide audience and marketplace soon to come.